Hello, today we're going to be talking about how to assemble and play the saxophone. So first you're going to want to take your neck strap and put it on like this. You're going to want to grab your main part of the saxophone, the big body, and back here there is a little hook where you can hook your saxophone neck piece onto, neck strap. Around there. You're going to make sure it's pretty close, at least for when you're playing it. So next you're going to take your neck piece, neck joint, and attach it right in this hole. You're going to want to be careful that your octave key doesn't get tripped up by any of these parts, so you want to move kind of slowly. If it's moving kind of stuck, you want to do a twisting motion and not just force it in. So there's that. You want to make sure that it lines up with this, your thumb rest back here. And you're going to tighten it with this little key right here. Next, you're going to take your mouthpiece and you're going to connect it up here. The distance from the end of the cork determines your pitch, so whether you're sharp or flat. Typically though, you're going to want to keep about an inch of cork free. And now the whole time you're going to be assembling this, you're going to want to keep your reed in your mouth so it soaks. I've had mine soaking before this video. And you're going to take your ligature, which looks like this, and you're going to put it on your mouthpiece and use that to hold your reed down. You want your reed to line up with the tip of the mouthpiece so that you can see just a sliver of the mouthpiece above it. And you're going to want to make sure that your little keys are facing you on top of the reed and are on the right side. So once you have it where it needs to be, you're going to just twist and tighten it. Just like that. Now, the way you're going to hold the saxophone is with your right hand. There's a thumb pad under here. Hook your thumb under there, and your fingers will go 1, 2, 3, and then your pinky will use these keys. And on this hand, just the same, there's the thumb pad back here, and your fingers will go 1, 2, 3, and then pinky back here for all this. Now if you see my saxophone is way too low, so to fix that, you adjust your neck strap and make it a little bit tighter, and so that when you pull it up, it should be right in your mouth like that. Usually, before you play, you're going to want to put a little bit of warm air through your horn in order to get it warmed up and get the mouthpiece responding. Like that. When you're using a mouthpiece, such as any other mouthpiece, with a single reed instrument, your embouchure is going to be your bottom lip curled over your teeth and your top lip biting on top. You're going to want to take maybe about an inch or so of mouthpiece. You can see down here on mine I have biting tape, some sort of plastic or rubber to bite into so it doesn't damage the mouthpiece. And you're going to want the sides of your mouth to be like a drawstring and hold it very tight. That way you have not a lot of air escaping and it gets you a very solid tone. If you can hear when I hit that higher note at the very end, it's because I didn't have, I didn't have my tongue in my mouth low enough for when I play. A good way to think about not overreaching your octave is to, a lot of people say to drop your jaw, but to think of it as more of a yawning. You can see, that's something you're going to have your students work on a lot, and something I also need to work on as well. For your articulation, it's the same as pretty much any other single reed instrument. You want to tongue not to the tip of the mouthpiece, but a little above it. And in order to keep that consistent tone, deep breaths, strong, constant air, whether you're playing loud or soft. Yeah. So in order to take care of this and deassemble, basically just do the exact same thing in opposite reverse and opposite order. So you take the ligature off, and then your reed, and then when you're cleaning the saxophone, typically you would want to wash the mouthpiece with warm soapy water, because it gets a lot of spit in there when you play. You can take your cloth and clean the insides and all that kind of jazz. Thanks.